Alright, let's continue on with the Tower of Fate. Let's
The
get
Ascent.
shoveling.
Um, there's only one particular section I hate about this level, but everything else is fine.
Yeah, I actually nearly died there if I wasn't invulnerable to the spikes.
Yeah,
That's what you call, what was it? Damage boost, I'd say you call it.
don't hold the jump button at that part right there. That would have
Yeah,
been
that really screwed you.
bad.
Yeah. Oh, I've learned that in my first run.
Yep.
um, I got a question for you.
What's up?
Do you think this would actually work on an actual Nintendo cartridge on, on the original NES?
Hmm, it might. I don't know.
Because it's quite simple looking game, like.
Yeah, like it really is, and most um, independent developed games actually that uses this sort of art style, I suppose I'll call it,
Yeah,
um, to look like the games of the 8-bit genre.
yeah,
This could work. I would like to see uh, with the time because you know there has it has been proven at least once before that with the release of Sonic the Hedgehog, also known as Sonic Genesis on the Game Boy Advance, that with little tweaks here and there, the game itself should be able to run fine on the Game Boy Advance. It just shows that Sega was a little lazy on their behalf on that. Um, so I would like to see, with that said, I would like to see if someone will be able to pull something like this off with Shovel Knight. See how this would run on NES emulator or whatever. That'd
yeah,
be interesting.
yeah. It would be interesting because I will say this. I actually managed to start off playing the Plague Knight DLC, and I'm absolutely loving it.
Yeah, no, Plague Knight. Um, at first because I was only listening for word from mouth from at least a couple of people. It's like Plague Knight was not as fun as I expected it to be.
Yeah.
Eh, I beg to differ on that. I mean,
Mm.
honestly, I will admit that the first couple of times of playing as Plague Knight, it can be a little difficult. But
Oh, it can be. Yeah.
so long as you know the mechanics, you
Mm.
should be fine. It's not that difficult of a character to use.
He's not really. I know. Yeah, it does take time to actually get used to him. It
Mhm.
doesn't take long though. And as you can see back there, like there was a music note that was, you know, in the closing walls. I didn't get it
Yeah,
because
you'd have to be really quick on your thumbs to reach that specific area. You wouldn't even have to use an infinite dagger if you're fast enough, but
yeah,
or propeller
yeah. You
dagger
know,
in
it
this
reminds me
case.
of Oh, here we go. Oh no, this is rich. Who let this peasant in here to spoil our sumptuous supper? Hardly a surprise that you've yet again set foot here, where you don't belong. We should punish you. You're in deep now. We want a rematch. My new plans have no flaws. You can't win this time. A battle royale then. Marvelous. Who will go first? Pass the salt.
We want a
Right.
rematch. Yeah. welcome, welcome to the boss gauntlet. And
Yeah.
if you're not too careful, especially when you're doing a naked run, um, yeah, you best memorize the boss fights pretty damn well to pull this off.
Yeah.
Thankfully, at least in this mode, between each boss fight, they do give you a full health restore as well as some magic restore, so you should be
Yeah.
okay. However, in New Game Plus, they don't do that at all, so...
No. So you have to be really careful in New Game Plus.
Yep.
Oh, going back to what I was saying about that music sheet, do you know what it reminds me of?
Huh.
The original the Ninja Turtles game on the NES. Remember that pizza you can't get in the closing walls of spikes?
Yep.
It instantly reminded me of
goodness.
that, and AVGN's video of that.
Yep.
That's actually another game I should get as well, the Angry Video Game Nerd Adventures.
It's a really good game in my honest opinion. I mean, I have the game on both Nintendo 3DS as well as PC, so
Kind of hard to believe it's on Nintendo, being that, like, you know, Nintendo don't really do like games that have like language.
The only difference between the two versions I find on the 3DS version is in the snow level. At least in the PC version of the game, pardon me, the PC version of the game, written in snow is piss that says ass or whatever. It doesn't show that on either the Nintendo 3DS or the Wii U version, as far as I'm aware of.
Alright, there goes Propeller Knight. And here's Mole Knight.
Yep.
AKA Peter Griffin.
Yeah. Son of a bitch.
I was just, when I was editing these videos, I had to go back and watch that over and over because you losing your shit.
Literally lost my shit.
Pity you never got to do your line to Shovel Knight.
You know.
You're too busy laughing your ass off.
Yeah, pretty much. That's how it goes. Yeah, but other than that, if you want to be on the safe side, you always can visit the Tropical King to get a couple of Ichor Renewer, which actually fully restores your health and your MP, so...
Funny enough, I got the two, but I never used them at all.
Well, I mean, in this version you really shouldn't have to, especially if you know what to do. But in New Game Plus mode, yeah, you better have a couple of those in handy.
Yeah.
Because they do
help.
help.
All these bosses, I don't know, I kind of find Spectre Knight's pattern a bit tricky.
I mean, honestly, it just depends.
Yeah.
Because personally, I've gotten to the point to where I can at least get a couple of hits on him every time I jump to attack him or whatever. Also, like I said before, the Flare Rod actually works wonders against this guy as well.
Yeah. Yeah, like, I always assumed that, you know, when he throws his scythe, like, I always assumed, like, he would go behind me there. You know?
Yeah. Like Plague Knight, in a sense, he's kind of sporadic with his movements, so...
I just love if that enemy just fucked up when he Spectre Knight died.
Oh, well, let's get the fuck out of here.
Doesn't even go to help
Plague
Knight.
I hate this guy. Especially if you're doing a naked run on this guy. It's like, oh, I almost beat him. And then he fucking pulls a trick out of his goddamn trousers and be like, fuck you, buddy. It looks like you get to have to do all the fights all again.
Oh, God. Oh, look who's last.
Oh, Tinker Knight.
I'm gonna get you.
Oh, God, no!
Damn it, not again! Damn it, not again! You son of a...
I actually love, because I don't know if you've heard of him, the Completionist. Have you heard of him?
Yes, I have.
Anyway, he did a review on Shovel Knight, And he had his friend actually voice Tinker, and is like, oh ho ho ho, you've come down to my lair? Oh, that'd be a shame. I can just use my wrench, and then as soon as he uses the mobile gear, it's like, oh god, oh crap, no way!
I'll have to check that out. Oh lord.
So great.
Alright, well, a couple more hits. I nearly messed up on the pattern there in the missiles. And he's
Again,
down.
like before, this boss is a joke compared to the others. So what do you do here? Do you leave them behind or do you save them?
We'll find out now.
I mean, it don't matter either way, but it doesn't change the ending, so whatever.
Yeah. Right, so what are we gonna do? Yeah, fuck it. Help them out.
Yep. Oh, and they do have a line of dialogue whenever you speak with them, so.
Yeah, I didn't really bother,
Yeah.
I just said, fuck it, just let them go.
Pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. They're just like, oh, well, you're still doomed, so fuck off.
Alright, so next part will actually be the final boss.